what's up, YouTube? This is your host, King Geo. Well, today there were some midterms around the country. And the sad part about it is that Wyoming's Liz Cheney lost in the primary. Her opponent was backed up by none other than Donald Trump. And what people don't see, true Republicans don't see, is that Liz Cheney is what being a Republican is all about. Liz Cheney is a conservative, and they have taken that conservatorship and thrown it out with Donald Trump and his lunacy and his followers. I mean, here's a woman who did what she and most Americans, and both in the Democrat and the Republican Party, know what Donald Trump did. It was wrong. But what happens is that the Republican Party will not stand up for it. The Republican Party is too afraid of Donald Trump. The Republican Party is too afraid of that if they go against him, they might lose. And I keep saying this time and time again, if you're afraid to lose your seat, then you don't belong in Congress. Because you're there for the people. You're not there because Donald Trump. You're not there because of that. But I applaud Liz Cheney for what she did, for what she stood, because the Republican Party is going down the drain. I'm sorry to say that. It's no longer a party. It's more of a gang. It's no longer a party where you can say, you know what, we are a conservative party. We have conservative views. It's not. It's not like that anymore. It's just a ghetto party where you can have Bobart say anything. The senator for Colorado, who is as dumb as a rock. Yeah, Marjorie in Florida saying, Marjorie Green saying crazy stuff, and people voting for these people who have no idea. They just rant and they follow the rhetoric of what Donald Trump says. And Liz Cheney stood by her, by what she believes in, and in her heart she believed that Donald Trump did what he did, and he should be held accountable. That's why she impeached him twice. You know, she stood for what real Republicans are supposed to stand for, not these jokes Republicans that they do now, not these Rand Pauls or Graham, or none of them. You know, how can you, because you think that this man spews that the vote was rigged, and this man spews that this and that, and you guys believe it with no shred of evidence whatsoever? That's not smart. That's not doing your due diligence. Liz Cheney was a great senator, and I liked her because she stood a lot for Wyoming, and a lot of Wyomings forgot that. And it's not that a lot of Wyoming forgot that. It's that, Donald Trump Donald Trump awoke a lot of uneducated people with his rants and his idiotic ways of speaking and all that kind of stuff. And this is a man who you see that he says, oh, those who plead the fifth are guilty. And he himself pled the fifth. Look at right now. Right now, not one Republican person is speaking on what happened with Donald Trump. Because at first it was so fake that they wanted the U.S. Justice Department to unseal the warrant, to find the search warrant, to find out what was going on. And when they found out what was going on, they kept quiet. They don't want to associate themselves with that. They don't. Because Donald Trump is not, everybody thinks he's a leader. He is not a leader. And Liz Cheney stood for that. And I am glad that she stood for that. You know, she lost her job. Who cares? I don't know if she's a lawyer, doctor. I haven't done research on her. But she's going to be fine. People out there, you got to stop this craziness of going to people's houses, or you got two people that got arrested because they threatened that they was going to do harm to FBI agents because they raided Donald Trump's house. Man, this is not God. Donald Trump is not God. He's just a man. You need to go to jail for that? Really? You gotta learn to respect people's opinions. You gotta learn to respect the law. Just because they did an unprecedented thing, that they went to his house, and if you gotta read why there was the warrant, you have to read the warrant, and you have to know why they were in his house. You know, just because you're accused of something doesn't mean you're guilty. You know, I bet everybody out there, look at that, everybody cried. Cliff Floyd had drugs in him. Cliff Floyd, you know, he did this, he did that. He had drugs in the system, whatever the case may be. And they already condemned him because he had drugs. But this man had top secret files in his house that he's not supposed to have. They weren't even declassified files. They were not supposed to leave the White House. And because he's Donald Trump, he decided to take him. Because he's Donald Trump, he decided to take him. That narcissist man decided to do that. And yet you guys keep following him. You guys think that this man is the messiah of politics. And this man is not. You know, so like I said, I applaud Liz Cheney for her job. She didn't lose a great thing, because if the look, put it this way, what she has done for the state of Wisconsin, Wyoming, and you can look it up. If those people that voted for her turned on her because of Donald Trump, then she's better off, because you don't need traitors. You don't need traitors. You really don't. You know? She deserved to win, but not everybody thinks that because Donald Trump picks you, you're going to win. So be it. That's not always the case. But think about it. The Republican Party is no longer a party. I remember back in the 60s, 1962, when the Republican Party came out with a big campaign that said that we want to work for the people. We're going to help the poor. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. They sounded more Democrat than they did Republican. And the party has gone to nothing. Everybody look at, for the past since 1980 until now, who has had the best economy? Democrats. Who has had the best interest of the country? Democrats. Who has had health care? Democrats. Who has had Democrats? When Bill Clinton left the White House, he left this country on a surplus. On a surplus. Barack Obama was bringing the economy. Barack Obama's economy was going up, unemployment was going down, but he had 8 years, and he was accomplishing it. You know, and Donald Trump, he was doing some good things. I'm not saying he wasn't doing some good things, but he wasn't doing great things. He didn't do great things. He gave taxes to the wealthiest. Taxes that are going to remain for years, while your taxes, those same taxes that you benefit in 2017, as of 2021, those taxes are back up, and every year they're going to raise more taxes until 2027, because that was the deal that they made. But those in corporate buildings, those in corporate office, corporate businesses, they keep that 22% or that 25%. I think it's 23% that he had lowered it down. So they're the winners, not you. Okay, you have a woman who's fighting for what's right, who's fighting that she believes, like many millions of people believe, that there was an insurrection in that Capitol, and he was the one that ignited the fire. But no one of body and sound wants to admit that. Nobody. Well, he didn't say it right. He said a lot of things. And like I said before, this is about Liz Cheney. I am glad. I'm super glad that she, I'm not glad that she lost, but I'm glad in a sense, because now she can put that behind. She can put those traitors that she helped, and they turned their back on her. Man, if they turn their back on you, you don't need them. I know Liz Cheney is going to do fine. She's going to move forward. I just ask this country, whether you're Republican or Democrat, but mostly Republican, if you don't like the decision of a person, don't go out there and threaten that person. Don't go out there and threaten that you're going to go do harm to that person. That person is just doing their job. Those FBI agents that went into Mar-a-Lago, they're doing their job. They're getting paid to do a job. Just because you don't like it because they wanted to, a man that you admire or look at me, has nothing to do with anything. They're doing their job. And those Republicans that are saying, oh, watch out, they're doing it for you or they're going to come for you, don't believe that. Because this is the job of the FBI. The FBI does this every single day to individuals, to business owners. Every single day they do this. They do. Okay? They just never done it to a president or to an ex-president. But the FBI goes into people's houses with search warrants every single day. So there's nothing new. Don't believe that, oh, they're coming for you. They haven't. Don't believe all that. Because it's been happening for years since the law was enacted. Laws were enacted. Those laws were enacted. So don't be surprised. Oh, they're going to come. No, those are Republicans telling you lies that's going to happen to you. Or they're coming for you. But like I said, I applaud Liz Cheney. I wish her the best. I keep rooting for her on the January 6th committee. I think she's doing an excellent job. I think they're all doing an excellent job. You have to remember, when Donald Trump tells you, or you hear Donald Trump say, you know, this is an unfair committee, that there is no Republicans committee here. There are no Republicans in the committee. Remember, the Republicans had a chance to be in this committee. Yes, they did. The Republicans had a chance to be in the committee. It was supposed to be a bipartisan committee, and the Republicans decided to say no. They decided no. They voted no. Okay? They voted no on this new health care bill. They voted no on the Green Act bill. They voted no on the $35 insulin bill. For you, your husband, your wife, whoever kids get insulin for $35. They voted no against that. Everyone, each and every Republican voted no. But if it would have been a Republican who did that, it would have been a Republican president, they would have said yes. So I wish that she would have won, but in a sense, I'm glad that she didn't, because now she doesn't have to listen to all these hypocrites. Okay? Now she can go do her own thing. You know, her father was a vice president with George Bush, you know, but she stood up for her beliefs. And that's what you got to do. You got to stand up for your belief. He is a true core, hard Republican. He's a true conservative, just like John McCain was a true conservative. And what happened to John McCain? Donald Trump bashed him. Because he didn't want to do. He desecrated on that man's grave, in a sense that the words that he said when he passed away, he said, "Oh, he could be looking down up." You know, that is disgusting. He's a soldier that was captured in war. He says, and Donald Trump says, "Oh, I don't like my soldiers to be captured. I want my soldiers not to be captured. Those are soldiers that I like." Like saying to him, like, you got captured, so that means you're nothing. Okay, people, start evaluating your thoughts. Stop going after these Donald Trumps. Just vote for who you think is best. They're going to keep telling you the same thing over and over and over again. It's time for you guys to open your eyes and realize the Republican Party is not what it was before. It was not. It is a shame. It's a shame. So my hat's off to you, Liz Cheney. I wish you the best of luck here in the King Geo show. I mean, I think you did a great job in the impeachment trial. I think you're doing a great job in the January 6th committee trial. You're just doing a great job. And I'm not from Wyoming, but I want to say thank you for what you did to that state and for the people of Wyoming. And I know that the people of Wyoming who are your true backers and your true rocks, they also thank you. Guys, if you have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do so.